And conscious means that you're conscious of what's going on in this world. You're fully aware and awake to what's going on in this world. That's what conscious rap means. So if you got conscious rap, that means you got unconscious rap. That means you got motherfuckers that's unconscious rapping. That means they sleeping. They still under the spell of Leviathan. They still under the spell of King.
Call me brother man, I'm not the rubber man. Though I keep my Nazis in affairs wrapped with some rubber bands. Burning out the Ku Klux Klan and Wizard Grand Dairy Queen misters. Just butts of guns I'm giving. Trying to make more sovereign citizens, these minions. Help kill your prophet, stole your treasury millions. You heard it from your brother man, now the smother sellout. Sess links and K2 Kush days keep me red out. I got the knowledge to make these silly hoes question the pimpin' directors of music videos. Gay lords and persons with strap-on boots with heels. Too much graphic art faces, boobs are not real. Since MCM and Troop, they use Timberland boots to get us all caught up in fashion, not the simple men roots. Got our people on dogmatic, not metaphysic. Exoteric, not esoteric is how you missed it. So out of it you couldn't feel the natural mystic blowing through the air like it didn't give a shit. I hear the dirty Moors dissing, cause I said profanities. A lot of these grand sheets need to take off the panties. Pull the thong out your crack fest wearing sash, ass nigga. Return to where the prophet found you, negro, ass nigga.
It's time to choose a side. You're either positive or you negative. You're either evil or you good. You understand what I'm saying? Choose a side, nigga. I know what side I'm on.
I throw a Molotov at the priest that works for the beast. All they want is our people to rest in peace. No attention of allowing more stress to ease. Cracker won't go home to spread himself the disease. Genocidal epidemic kill us in high proportions. Instead of mummified, we stay boxing coffins. Mayors attend funerals for PR purposes. Where's the police escort? He replied with nervousness. He said, I don't have those numbers or connections to have Metro Police lead your friend's funeral procession. That's coming from Mr. Mayor, black community player. No question in the hoods dropping off boxes of weapons. Then blame black on black crime or natural causes. Plus those doctors are not on point but off a bit. Natural mystics prove they're not holistic. Hypocrite oaths make your children autistic.
I'm at the point now where I'm saying I'm tired of mixing the medicine with the food. I'm tired of playing that game. Now I'm shoving straight medicine down your fucking throat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight doses of medicine is getting shoved down your throat. I don't give a fuck if it turns you off or not. But if it do turn you off, then you're a stupid, ignorant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Don't judge like a cover of your favorite book. Visit you in your dreams, hand with the hook. Paralysis overtook, so shook. Stop, look, listen with precision. MC on a mission, vision. Past senses and endless. Cipher with active Moors, beat you with facts senseless. Have your mind defenseless when the truth enters. Eyes glow, reminds me of Omar Bay, Algonquin embers. Tap your pioneer out, what's a man remembers. All the lies told to your mind dismembered. Circle broken into quadrants, see the 7 in the center. Compass G between the square, Baphomet of Templars. Warlock, call on my witch mothers to maim them. The same wise spirits burned at stakes in Salem. Torture with vagina pair, survive, bobbing for apples. Contort thumb, slide wrist out, tight shackles.
I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around.
But once we find our nationality and serve that nationality, we'll do for ourselves what needs to be done.
Keep thinking it's games, you already know these beasts kill you on camera, leave you niggas dead in the streets. You're still handcuffed and bloody, but no 911 calls. Bystander effect in full effect, so watching with y'all. Mind blowing, watching my people holding up traffic of innocent people. My people need to get their ass kicked. Marching and picketing is most cowardice and funkified, while dead bodies just multiply. Sisters killed in their cell, you claim it's hell. You raise and burn down your own community, not one police station. You love pork chops, but I see no police bacon. And when it comes to revolution, most of y'all are faking.
All ethnic groups in this country understand they got a nationality. Because you answer to such stupid words like
Black lives don't matter, but you still claim black. Rather film someone get choked out, but won't choke back. And the one that uploads first face charges trumped up. What you think will happen when President Trump's up? More killing and murders of stateless herds. Hoods are concentration camps now, ghettos are burbs. Gun stores short on ammo, they're melting down church bells. Blacks seek shelter in temples where God doesn't dwell. That's why a foreigner can walk in and shoot up your service. Praying to invisible gods, give you the curses. You pray to relinquish, that's none of my business. I suggest you nationalize with the quickness. I suggest you study law, stop with the big shit. In your face I see them spray the pepperish liquid, then pouring white milk on your face. I thought that milk was the devil. Some weapons drown the noise level. Poise you rebel.
you answer to such stupid words like Negro and color and black. You have
The point that I'm making, blacks are mistaken. Call them highwaymen, not cracker pigs or bacon. Taking your tax dollars and riot gear, they relaxing. Cause in a black status, don't even think about a class action. Don't even think about rights being respected without getting injected. I see you infected. Then the same ones that violate the laws you re-elected. Your vote matters more than black lives, feel disrespected. Control the Negroes, looks tested and perfected. That's why about being black, I'm skeptic and left it. My people are tripping, walking with arms like panthers who got nowhere in the 60s, so that's not the answer. And black leader, race war, instigator puppets. Teach, kill those who killed us as justice. But have they ever killed? I think not. If they did it, CSA, nobody to show. Yellow envelope, money in escrow. Accounts overseas, not in democracies. Live in hypocrisies. It's all de jure mockeries, bureaucracies. Vampiric, but most can't hear it. It's only the attitude. The regalia is not clan spirit. Until my people wake up, your struggle for rights continue. And your children's organs end up on the elite menu. You love text but delete the messages more send you with no status. You're in the jurisdiction and venue of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of their feet. Of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of your feet.
the name of a people must relate them instantaneously to land, history, and culture. And anytime you call a people by their right name, anytime you call a people, name a people, and fail to relate them back to land, history, and culture, you have called them out of their name. There's no black land or black hole. There's nothing wrong with the word black. Nothing wrong with it at all. Only it doesn't relate to a country. The name of every people in the world relate to country. And once you think instantaneously of land, you think of nationality.
More and more I am being guided to study more. More and more I am being guided to study more.
See my Moorish flag flying like my Moorish cape. I'm not a Jew, but Jerusalem has a Moorish gate. Dirty Moors unreal, call them Moorish fakes. Pull at Negroes' emotions like some Moorish drapes. If you really wanna know, go to a Moorish meeting. You better have a pen and pad, cause when active Moors speaking, it's wake up time. You won't find a Moorish sleeping. Crescent moon and star in the sky, that's a Moorish beacon. The way I navigate beats, call me Moorish Seaman. My nationality, I have the power, Moorish He-Man. Moorish turban, I'm royal, don't mistake me for bourbon. Moorish master MC surgeon, not a rapping servant. We suburban, Moors are so determined to solve the Negro problem. Moorish white man's burden. Moors beans conquer, white rice, that's a Moorish plate. Black or more fish on a hook, that's a Moorish bait. Moorish estate before chapter 48 ancestral line. All secrets taken away, Moors are not clandestine. Euromasons go to back rooms or washrooms, returning black robes and hoods with cloaks, Moorish costume. You won't have it twisted once the Moorish got you. Desensitize the facts so the truth won't shock you. Some people call it awesome, I'm making it awful. Lyoya pushing the legal when mores are lawful. Preachers give you ghost spell, she bring Moorish gospel. Mores are ancient, they even found the fez on a fossil. Even Bruce Lee knew he wore shirts with ounce. Even MC Hammer knew pantaloons are Moorish pants.
I understand, man. I'm a man. I understand that nationality is the order of the game. I understand.
I've seen and heard Moorish things in this realm I had to fathom. In shadow eyes inside hoods, Moorish master phantoms. Smoke swarms, swirling circle 7 forms. You can stay close, I'm gonna stay far from the norm. Tory and Astro, travel on terror, no license. No jail cell, no cuffs, no sirens. No watching over my back, trying not to get stabbed. No fence hopping, windows copping. Want me nabbed, Moorish monk status. Bad up any youth who's baddest. With knowledge of self, Moorish Quran quotes, gun in my belt. Moorish Naga, not a nigga. No shots fired. Telling officers they're servants and just hired. Easing back into his cruiser, Popo ego bruiser. Tables turned, Moorish status got him like the loser. It's a shame, many hear it, but only a few wake up from the dream state and do what Moors do. Fearing their own Moorish, star, pheasant, L-Bay. I'm staying Moorish, I don't care what blacks say. You can tell me, many Moors are running a racket. Or show me pics proving Drew Ali is a Moorish faggot. No matter how bad it looks, I'm not dropping this habit. Moorish Neo, wake up the screams telling me follow white rabbits, jumping, stumbling blocks. They call Holy Trinity. Moorish mind, soul, and heart expressing divinity. I'm Illuminati, illuminated, great seal more. All seeing eye from high, being the being I. Stand on squares and compass as Allah prepares the mind to handle demonic and those devilish stares. Casting spells so I can abandon and give him my power. For Grand Dragon commanding from a Moorish tower. Yelling Alfred Pike quotes, don't be surprised to catch me. Drawing Moorish pentagrams, reading Madame Blavatsky.
But I'm a Moor. Islam. I'm a Moor. Got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. And ain't gonna never argue with you that I'm not a Moor. And wouldn't come in your house or come among you and say I'm a Moor if I didn't feel in my heart, in my mind, in my soul that I am. God damn it, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm a Moor. So if I say it, I mean it. And if I mean it, generally, I say it. Are you a Muslim? Yes. But I know my roots, and I ain't Kunta Kinte.
We know our roots. We know our roots. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors who shattered the matrix. All the Moors who became Neo and declared their nationality. Honors to all the Moors who became Neo. The nationality is the order of the day. You take the blue stuff, you're with the corpse. And all of them came out and told you, and then they murdered them. But all the murders aren't in vain. All the murders aren't in vain. Because everybody sacrifices so Moors could get the lesson and wake the hell up, stop playing games. Some people get murdered so you can learn something. Don't let them die in vain because you want to be a dumbass. You don't want to hear what Moors are saying. You want to listen to everything else. Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schur, who fatally shot Patrick Lyoya in the back of the head April 4th, has been charged with 1 count of second-degree murder, Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker announced Thursday. Second-degree murder is a felony offense. If convicted,
Sure could face a lifelong prison sentence with the possibility of parole. Becker said the second-degree murder charge was the most severe possible, given the evidence he reviewed. There was not an indication of premeditation from Sure, he said, which prevented any first-degree murder charge. I wouldn't charge it if I didn't think I could prove it, Becker told media gathered in the Michigan State Police Precinct just north of Grand Rapids. Lyoya, who was 26 at the time of his shooting, was a Congolese refugee. His death sparked protests in Grand Rapids, Detroit, and elsewhere over the police department's conduct with the city's black residents and prompting discussions over the city's commitment to racial equity, something it had pledged to improve in the wake of the racial injustice protests in 2020. Sure, who had been with the GRPD since 2015, was placed on paid administrative leave after the shooting. Police Chief Eric Winstrom confirmed Sure's name to the public April 25th. Let's just go back for a second. Let's just go back. Let's just go back in time in our mind and think about all our people who got shot and all that stuff, and how much of these highwaymen get charged. How much of them face some prison, lifelong prison sentence and all that stuff because they violated somebody's rights? How come these people over here marched and picket, and this highwayman, they're going to drag him over the coals, but these other people over here, they got shot up and whatever, and they get no remedy? You know why? Do we have to tell you why? Or you need us to break it down for you? Okay, let's see if we could do this in an hour. His death sparked protests in Grand Rapids, Detroit, and elsewhere over the police department's conduct with the city's black residents and prompted discussions over the city's commitment to racial equity, something it had pledged to improve in the wake of racial injustice protests in 2020. What are black residents? What's that? And then why are they trying to make this situation as if they murdered just another nigger? Black residents protested. Oh no, it's not, because we already know from the past that protests don't work. These people had 1 million people march somewhere and people still getting murdered today. And they still chase these people who made them go march down there 2, 3, 4 times. For no remedy. Zero remedy. Zero, you know what zero means? Remedy. Nothing has been solved for our people. Nothing. Because all the people who have supreme finance, who could pay everybody's debt and have everybody live comfortable or whatever like that, they sold out because they ain't giving you jack. And a little organization over here, they give some finance to and think that they're resolved of all their sins they did to get all that finance they got. Oh yeah, and then go see Jurassic Park too, because Jurassic Park's crazy. Jurassic Park crazy. They went in, there were some things in there. You know, and again, all these people just telling on themselves. Right. Oh yeah, honors to all the mothers. Just a spoiler alert, the mother is the man in the whole movie. The mother was next level. Just on the side. Just doing her thing, just like a Moore. Nobody even paying her any attention or whatever. Oh yeah, you need that? What? Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So just go check Jurassic Park. You're not black, trust me. There's no black residents. The victim had a nationality. He was Congolese. We're not even going to talk about what his name is and all that stuff. What was his nationality? Oh, his nationality is, and then they're going to give this man life. But then with you people who don't have a nationality, you people who don't want to hear what Moors are saying, you people who want to debate Moors about every goddamn thing instead of proclaiming your nationality, and then come debate something. No, you want to do that. He had a nationality. He was not Negro, black, colored, or African. They didn't even call him African. And we have to check just to see if it's just like some error, or are they really letting people know what's going on? Grand Rapids officer Christopher Schur shot the unarmed Lyoya in the back of the head following a struggle during a traffic stop. Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker said Schur has turned himself in and will be arraigned tomorrow. Schur fired the fatal shot while Lyoya was on the ground, demanding that the refugee from the Congo let go of the officer's taser. What do they call him? African. Congo's in Africa, isn't it? How come they call you African? You're over here. Why are they calling you African? You're over here, and then he's over there now calling him African. Maybe because Africa's over here, and you're a dumbass. And you don't even, your mind is so warped that you better listen to what Moors say. Because you've run out of options. School of thoughts left to save you. Don't think about New Age and crystals and that stuff. That stuff ain't saving you either. Don't think about vegan and all that stuff. That's going to save you without having a nationality. Oh, yoga's going to save you? You think so? You better have a nationality. Because all that energy that you're putting into whatever you're putting into is going into somebody else. We're Moors. This is what it is. That's what it is. Immigrant from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Why are they not calling him black man? Why the F are they not calling him a black man? Why? Yeah, they only do all yoga, but yoga's Moorish. Then they don't want to be Moors. What do you mean you don't want to be Moors? What the hell do you mean? You do yoga. That's Moorish. Well, I'm a breatharian. That's Moorish. You think you don't have to breathe doing this stuff these Moors are doing? You don't have to breathe to build the Alhambra? You have to know how to breathe. So if everything's Moorish, and people are going to do the things that are Moorish, have a table, a chair, and all that stuff is Moorish. All this electronics and all that stuff, it's Asiatics who founded all this stuff. But when it's time to be Moors, oh no, you got some reason why not. You got some reason why, you put on your turban. People don't like that. Why you have to wear that? Why you have to wear that fez for? Why can't you just be black? No, I'm not being black. Stop the BS. Why should I be black? You know, I see Punjabi guy over there. You're not telling him to be black. You're not telling Asian guy over there be black. They're not making the Congolese guy black. Because they know that's denationalization. That's international war crime. But they can only do that if it's a national. Speaking about national, see the BS going on with the Massachusetts BS once again. Another judge now. If there's all these judges and all this for 2 Moors putting people in the madhouse and all that stuff, just because what? Where's the injured party? Where's somebody who said, yeah, what those guys are doing violated my rights? Where's that individual? Right? Where are they? And where's the crime that was committed that made these people say, hey, our rights are getting violated by these 2 Moors? 2 Moors? And then he's sitting there in their chair with, well, you see, the opinion of the court and all this BS. That's why I stopped watching that BS. At this point, it's just BS. Like, just if you're still talking about the rise of the Moors and Moorish militia did something, and you're still talking like that, F you. Just F you. Wish we had a mirror of steel to make you ride. Because you're just being a bull-faced trader now. You're just being a bull-faced sellout. Just being a bull-faced sellout. Because you can't tell me right now that these 2 Moors are locked up still. 9 other Moors already got released on bail that they were saying they're not going to give them bail because they're dangerous and all that stuff. And then now they're free. And then they're holding 2 more. And then you still don't think that they're doing this to make you keep saying that you're not Moors? You really think there's some other reason why they're doing this? Why they're trying to torture these Moors? But how are you going to torture Moors when you're giving them access to books and all that stuff so they can study? It's the intelligent guy that's dangerous, not the muscle guy. You're dealing with a criminal enterprise that's been running colonization in your land for all these hundreds of years. And the Roman seal got broken when Noble Ali told these people they're not Negro black colored, because these are names given to slaves by slaveholders. So why would you want to be a slaveholder's property? Why wouldn't you want to be a free national being like everybody else? AKA Congolese guy who got murdered by highwaymen, and now they're going to throw the book at him. Because this individual who highwaymen thought, oh, he's a black guy, pull the gun out because everybody gets off if they kill a black guy. It's not going to matter. Right? Oh yeah, you messed with the wrong one. And then it's the same thing with Moorish militia and rise of the Moors. Or you mess with the wrong ones. Because the amount of energy they brought to the Moorish movement, because they wanted to make some parade, make the Moors look like they're terrorists or whatever like that, because they're going camping. Plan backfired. Now people want to know about what this is. Now people are like, oh shit, what do you mean they were on the highway, they didn't get shot up? What do you mean? They had guns on them. They're black guys. They should be shot up. How come they're not shot up? They're on the highway 11 hours or whatever. Nobody shot up. Even Congolese guy got shot up. He didn't even have no arms or nothing like that. Certain people saw the March movement as super real when the incident happened. Let's say the Moors it's like that with the Moors. Now, we saw little court videos and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And that stuff was cool. The judge walking out and stuff like that. Oh yeah, wow. Moore did that. Well, I'm gonna go study this stuff. I got court tomorrow. It's deeper than you thought. Because this is about energy. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to block the energy. But, you know, it's just like you can't block out the sun. What are you talking about? You watching movies. What do you mean? Well, they have the chemtrails and then the clouds are going to go. So I thought as within, so without and all that stuff. What are you talking about? No sun, so you're going to shrivel up and die because no sun, really? You're not going to adapt to what's going on? Just, oh my God, no sun. I'm just going to lay here and perish with everything else that needs sun to survive. Everything else is going to say, hey, what we got to do to survive like this now? Then nature is going to do its thing, and then it's going to adapt. I think there's still roaches. Why is there still roaches? What are they still doing here? And how long they been here? And look how little you are, and how long you been here? How long ants been here? It's a lot deeper than you thought. So you thought nothing had anything to do with you. Everything happening has to do with you. Congolese guy got murdered in April. It's June. Man's going to court. What the hell are you talking about? You told me nationality doesn't work? How nationality doesn't work? If the highwayman turned himself in. He didn't go home and all that stuff. Knew what he did. But because of the energy of killing a national is different than the energy of killing dumb nigger. Right? Right again. Misclassifying. Tyler Honeycutt. The energy is why he was murdered. Not to, some social, political, whatever, but for a lesson. That's why we got the chapter 4 of the Quran. So we could automatically know how to deal with death. And anytime you see death, that's inspiration. It's supposed to be. If you got the lessons that was brought to you by the man who told you that you're not Negro, black, colored, or Ethiopian. That we're Moors. And then Moors went over and beyond to make sure that these people know. To make sure that these people know. That I'm not your nigger. I'm not your nigger. This is where you have to be in your mind with regard to your position and these other people's position who there's always opposition with you and them. There's always something going on in the background when the white guys engage the black guys. When the black guys engage the white guys, there's always some type of tension or something like that. When national engage, it's not the same. Why is it not the same? Because people who are tied to a nation have heritage. People who are tied to a nation, you look them up, stuff's going to come up that's recent. And it's going to show that whether this individual is credible or not. Black, Negro, colored, African, and all that stuff's not credible. That's not credible. More is extremely more credible than Negro, Black, colored, and all the other stuff that our people call themselves. And this is how they never put it to the people. Now we're looking at our side of the nation that thought this was joking unreal, and then they're playing games with the birthrights when they know better. So Moore's been put this out for you. We're talking about Moors all throughout North America who did a process of declare their nationality. Put that in writing and let these colonists know who you are. They didn't do that just for them. Because the language that's in this is not relative to an individual. This is why the Moors are on point with what it is, because you're not getting anywhere if you're not a nation. And you can't make up some stuff that you made yesterday and call that a nation. And then some man founded it and you're talking about you have a nation. You have a nation founded by a man. What are you talking about? You're off. So we say enter the Moorish paradigm and study this information and, take your place amongst the affairs of men. That's not something that just made up yesterday. That's not made up yesterday. This is ancient. This is not modern. Oh. If you notice, none of the sellouts helped me out with my son's case, the Tyler Honeycutt case. No Black Lives Matter, no Al Sharpton, no NAACP. None of these people were there. None of them took the position. Because they had to know that stuff was going on in the background. They couldn't touch it. But if they touch it now they got stuff to deal with. Because they think because shut up and dribble that, certain people are a dumbass. Some of them are not a dumbass. Just like the Moore just pulled up the other day, Deion Sanders ripping his children when they're telling him about their nationality, that they're Moors. This is on Oprah's network. And he's shooting it down. Shooting down nationality? They would never tell an Asian they're not Asian. No, you're not that. You can't be that. You're yellow. They'll never do that. Never. Ever. Know that if you don't declare who it is you are to them, you're their ward. Period. Doesn't matter how much finance you have. Once there's no, you letting them know who you are, you're their ward. You're their ward. This is why Drew Ali told these Moors that even the good Moors' coattails are going to get scorched. Even the good Moors are going to get theirs. That's how crazy the sellout was. Right? Think about that. The sellout's so crazy that any other police shooting case, and there's ample amounts of them, that these people don't pick up on. They would just pick up on certain one. For whatever, reason that they're picking certain ones that they're going to defend and ones that they're not going to deal with. Right? It's already been set up. It's already been set up. Everything's already been established. All we have to do is say it. All we have to do is say that we're Moors. But that's too easy for our people. They want to pay $5,000. Our people don't want it the easy way. They want it the hard way. They want it the hard way. Don't get caught up in thinking that this has nothing to do with you. Because some people on YouTube said some crazy stuff about the Moors. This is the only salvation, nationality. And all people throughout all the world, all of them have different nationalities. The ones that are moving around the world. We're not talking about the people living in the jungle or whatever that are doing their own thing and they never left the jungle. I'm not talking about them. Because they're helping the ecosystem. Thanks for existing. But if they're not out here where the world is, like, stop it. Tell me about some first people and they never traveled anywhere. They just stayed in their little huts or whatever. That's all they did. These are the founders. These are the people who built the pyramids. Some people in the bushes, they built the pyramids. Stop this dumb stuff. Had to have some type of intelligence, not just running around in the bushes talking about founders of civilization. And then when you trace all of them, when you trace all the founders of civilization, right before slavery of these niggers in America, it was the Moors that were running everything. And anybody who was running anything was calling themselves Moors or they were practicing some type of more spirituality. Us being Moors is all that there is. And again, Drew Ali told us it's only going to be a handful saved, so don't think this is something 1 million views and 1 million people run in to come be Moors. You know? One more is more than one more. Now, when you see a Moor, that's not one more that's approaching you. That could be 50 Moors, 100 Moors, 20 million Moors. Because that's how the energy works. That's how the energy is recycled. And then you just apply that to finance, you apply that to food, you apply that to whatever, and then you have balance. Stuff is always off balance because there's never sacrifice. And then if there is sacrifice, it's still off balance because people are just violating for no reason. Not sticking to the fact that if we're going to fix anything, we better have a nationality. It's a hard lesson for our people to get. Now we keep stressing the point. We're only talking about the two in the back who are serious about this. Because we've been to the thing of, set up the thing and all the people show up and then everybody just leaves and goes back to doing whatever it is that they were doing. Many are called, chosen are few. It was just Drew Ali. 90% of the people around him were sellouts. That 10% is why we could say we're Moors today. 10% of Moors. Imagine if 100% of Moors did what they're supposed to do. Stop playing games. Stop playing Hollywood games with people. So letting these people know what's up, what's really good. The ones who want to know. Right? The ones who want to know. Right? Off this stuff, this is live and all this stuff, off this, we're still Moors. I'm just Moors on this and then with niggers off this. Because this is a nationality. It's not some joining thing. You know how many Moors sent this paperwork out to people who the incompetent people would say the government and all that? You know how many Moors have sent this out? You know how many senators, governors, governor generals, prime ministers, presidents, whatever got these? That wasn't done for just those Moors. Everything that you read in this is talking about the empire. It's talking about the empire. It's not talking about some temple. You join some temple. The temple's part of the empire. The empire is the big boy court. We're not calling slap fouls and stuff like that. Right? Hands part of the ball and all that. Let's see if you do what you're supposed to do. Right. This is not a club that you're joining. This is not a lodge and all that. Even though you filled out a membership and you have a identification card to show, even if you have all that, this is about your nation. This is about your nation that you abandoned because you listened to all these sellouts instead of listening to your prophet. Now you're paying for it. Because everybody has the scriptures, knows what happens when you violate the prophet. When the prophets come and you don't hear what they're saying, you already know what happens. So how you playing like you don't know when you got every holy book tell you the same stuff? Prophet's gonna come, people deny the prophet, oh, people perished. Oh, okay, I guess that's because you denied the prophet. So you perished. So maybe if you honor the prophet, you won't perish. Is that some trigonometry equation or something like that? It's not. It's not. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Our people just have to wake the hell up. You know the wake up when you dream you're late for something and you jump up and you're not even close to the time or whatever the hell you're supposed to do. Or they slipped off the edge of something in the dream and they're dangling off the bed or whatever. Those wake-ups, those are the wake-ups that Congolese getting shot and then in 2 months, man's going to trial and all that stuff. That should be those type of wake-ups for our people. And if they don't wake up, hey, you know what I mean? They wake up on the floor. So it's all good. No, I'm just dreaming. I don't have to get up. That's a fake alarm. And then when you get up, you're 2 hours late. Because you thought you had some stuff locked down. You have it locked down. You don't. Especially if you don't have a nationality. If you don't have a nationality, you shouldn't be talking. Shut up. Shut up. We don't want to hear from you. We don't want to hear anything from you. If you have any questions, throw those out in the chat. Yeah, I just want to put it out there for all the people who think nationality or whatever like that and whatever. Just go look it up. Congolese got his justice and all that. And they marched and all that stuff too. Congolese got their justice. Right. Oh, wow. So more in the chat said, even Crump said that the shooting wasn't a civil rights issue. Wow. Wow. Do you realize how they're playing you? Do you realize how they're playing you? Right? In Congolese case, that's not civil rights. It's not civil rights, and then they got remedy. And then with the other dark-skinned people who don't know themselves, they say it's civil rights, but then they get no remedy. And they keep giving these people finance to push them into civil rights that has no remedy, but then the Congolese over here is seeking remedy, and he's not fighting for his civil rights got violated. Is RV Bay Publications the best place to start when starting the process of claiming a nationality? The process of claiming a nationality is mental first. It's spiritual first. It's energy first. It's health first. It's many things before papers. That's the first thing you have to accept. That's what it is. It's not my opinion. Nationality is a being first, a knowing. That's what nationality is. After that part, after you know what nationality is, now you could start talking about papers and whatever like that. And for majority of the Moors, they would go to rvbaypublications.com and they would study. And while they're studying, as they're studying, the question that you have will be answered as you study. Because if I just tell you, yeah, go right there and go get it, then you go get it and then you fill it out and then you give that out and then you can't respond because you thought that this is about some paper. All I got to do is just get it from right here and I'll be good. That's not. That's injury. So opposed to injury, we say study. Now, if you've been studying for 2 years or something like that, 3 years, and you're saying, okay, I want to proclaim my nationality, okay, that's different. We can definitely show you where to go. Just go to canaanlandguide@gmail.com. Leave a message. canaanlandguide@gmail.com. Just send an email and we'll answer if you're already in. But if you just stuck your toe and the water feels nice, you know what I mean? Don't start backing up and you're gonna do the triple flip dive. All right. Not doing any triple flipping stuff and all that. Right? The toe felt good, then you go to the ankle. Then you go to the calf, then you go to the knee, then you go to the thigh, then you go to the torso, then you go to the chest, then you go, right? You're not just diving. That's injury. And injury translates in many different things when it gets in this side. Right? On this side, you know you're more and you mess up, call somebody black, you stub your toe, next time you might break your toe. On the little edge of the thing that there's no way that hurt that much. My toe just grazed it. Don't snap your toe off just because you did some nigger stuff. You know. But then because of nationality, you know, you're protected. You know, it could be, you know, something worse for you violating. It could be something way worse. But regardless of what it is, you know, it's all lessons for you. Because this is your sojourn. And along the path of your sojourn, there's going to be intersections, signs, and, you know, you walk your path. This is yours. This is your journey. Because no one ever told you about nationality before Noble Drew Ali. No one ever told you about nationality. Well, there's the countdown. So honors to him, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Moor to save the day. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the mothers. Study, study, study. Peace and love to all the Moors. And happy holy day, Islam.